Hey, it's me. Hey, I've still got the hat on, and hey, today I'm gonna take it off. And hey, who killed you? So a few weeks ago, I did a video where I was talking about how I started doing this dermatological treatment on my forehead, and I really lamented how I looked at the time. I thought I looked terrible. In fact, I think I said, I look like crap. In fairness, it wasn't the best look I've ever had, but in the days and weeks that followed, I would have given anything to look that bad again. So today I'm going to talk about everything that I've been going through, this dermatological treatment that I've been dealing with, and what I look like over Thanksgiving, which was pretty horrendous. I'm going to show you what it looked like, so there's going to be a little bit of graphic stuff in here, but, you know, if you have a weak stomach, then you can look away, or have a less weak stomach. But a quick, total non sequitur, something that's been happening a lot lately is people have been calling me by my last name instead of my first name. It's been happening all over the place. It's really weird. So people call me Scott, even though my name is actually Joe. And the phrase that I've been having to say a lot is, it's Joe, actually. So that might be the name of a new segment for my video. Okay, so my forehead, here's the deal. Here's what it's all about. I've been getting these spots on my forehead and other, like on my arms and stuff like that. They're called Actinic Keratosis. Actinic Keratosis, I think I said that right. And basically what it is it's sun damage. And this is all stuff that happened from way back when I was a kid. You know, I played tennis all the time when I was younger. I wasn't always perfect about putting on sunscreen because I was young and I thought I would live forever. But you can see in this video from actually back in the spring, that little spot right there on my forehead, that's what it is. Some of them come up and I've been given stuff that makes it go away, but they'll always come back. So my dermatologist gave me this stuff that I talked about previously that was the, you know, are you going to be around people for a few weeks thing. And the idea was I would put it across my entire forehead and get rid of these things before they pop up. The keratoses, by the way, they're not dangerous at all. They can, if you don't treat them after a while, possibly turn into a basal cell carcinoma, which is a type of skin cancer. It's not the dangerous type. It's not melanoma, that's the scary stuff. It's just the kind of thing that would look really ugly after a while. The stuff that I was given, by the way, is this right here. It's called Zyclara. It's a very small little pump of white cream, and it's about, I mean, you can see it's not very big. Just a quick note about this, by the way. This is super expensive stuff. Like, I was given a coupon by my dermatologist for like $30 or something like that. And I took it to the pharmacist, and when he filled the prescription, he literally came back and was like, you better be glad you have a coupon for this. Oh, why? Without the coupon, with insurance, it's $500. $500. With insurance. It's actually over $1,000 without insurance. But this is actually an alternative to surgery. If you don't use something like this to wipe these things out, eventually you're going to have surgery to get rid of them, which is way more expensive. So without further ado, I'm going to show you what this did to my forehead. Again, this is not pretty, but I'm doing this for informational purposes. If anybody wants to know what this kind of thing does, this is what it looks like. And then I'll tell you exactly how it felt, because it looks a lot worse than it felt. But here you go. So, want to know what it looks like now? Here you go. Not too bad, really. I've actually been going without the hat for a little while, for a few days now. It's not something that really scares people. It doesn't hurt at all. It itches a little bit, but it's okay. The cool thing about this medicine is that it does target just the specific damaged cells or abnormal cells. And it sounds like magic. How does it do that? But what it actually does is it turns the immune system against the damaged cells and wipes them out, which is what creates these giant scabs and nastiness. But one of the side effects because of that is it actually gives you flu-like symptoms, which you wouldn't think that something you just apply to your forehead would give you flu-like symptoms, but it actually can. I was alright for most of it. I had a little bit of a sore throat that kind of went up into my ear. I got some canker sores in my mouth, which I always get whenever I get sick. But other than that, it was okay until about the last couple of days that I was applying it, and I just felt like dog crap. I barely got out of bed one of those days, and it really surprised me how bad it actually did feel. Now, in terms of how this actually felt, honestly, the first week and a half or so, it was okay. You know, it's not a pleasant feeling. But in the second week, these giant scabs appeared, and you can just imagine having a plank of wood on your face that you can't really make facial expressions. I was actually seeing my wife's family at Thanksgiving, and a lot of them were kind of like, dude, are you okay? Because they just thought I felt off. There was something different about me. And I finally figured out that it was because I couldn't make my normal facial expressions. Like I couldn't do that. That really hurt because I had these giant things on my forehead. So I kind of walked around like Botox guy and not really reacting to things, and people thought there was something, I was upset. They kept thinking I was upset the whole time. That was a strange little side effect of this whole thing. So I just want to make it clear to everybody, I am okay. I do not have skin cancer that I know of. I don't know that I'm completely out of the woods yet. There's a spot right here underneath that big giant nastiness that I may actually have to get cut out. It might actually have turned into a basal cell and didn't get wiped out. So I may not be completely out of the woods yet, but it is not the dangerous kind of skin cancer. It's not a melanoma. And so all of you out there that might have been concerned for me, thank you for that. But I'm okay, I promise. Now, I didn't wear the hat at home all the time because it needed some air, it needed to breathe, and I have to give a huge shout out to my wife who has had to look at this horrible disgustingness for the last 2 weeks. She put up with it, and she was just a real trooper, and she was very compassionate about it, and took care of me, and I just want to say thank you very much, and I love you. So the last thing I gotta say, same thing I said last time, look, if you are a pale person like I am, and you spend any time outside when you were a kid, you probably didn't put the right amount of sunscreen on. If you are not seeing a dermatologist, do yourself a favor, go see a dermatologist once a year, just get checked up, just know for sure, because this stuff is not something you messed around with. Don't let the images scare you. And to think in just a few more years I'll get to start having colonoscopies. Ugh, the inside of this thing looks like the inside of JFK's limo. Thanks for watching this video. If you want some more information about Zyclara, basal cell carcinomas, and that whole thing, I'll put some links down below. You can go check it out and learn a little bit more. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It tells YouTube to show this to more people, helps me grow my audience. Share the video on Facebook and Twitter, that also helps. And just really quick, I got a really great note from somebody the other day that just told me how much they enjoy my videos, and I just want to say thank you so much for that. It really means the world to me, and I just want to kind of keep doing this, and I'm going to keep doing my best to come to you and bring you cool stuff. Until next time, I hope you're having a great December. Peace.